What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. Tonight, the judges will visit 3 very different homes, scoring each of them out of 10. The home with the highest score will go through to the final at the end of the series. Looking for functionality, individuality and clever design are design legend Hugh Wallace.
I want to see homes that truly reflect the individuality of the homeowner.
Interior designer Deirdre Whelan.
In this competition, I'm looking for bold and brave design.
And architect Declan O'Donnell.
Clever design is a long-term investment that's worth making because it can transform your home and change the way you live.
But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. When architect Paul Keating and his wife Jan bought their home in County Cork, its potential was obvious. But it took them 9 years to fully realise their vision.
The view from the site was really the reason that we actually bought the site. The initial approach was to get completely away from the 80s bungalow, so we went quite contemporary on the rear extension. In the extension we have a simple rectangular shape and we have a triangle on top of it. Although they're very simple shapes, the two of them together actually create fantastic dynamic space. The style of the inside of the home is definitely contemporary, but what we wanted to do was reuse a lot of materials. We use a lot of salvage materials. We turned a basketball court into a deck area outside. One of the feature walls in the house is the staggered wall detail in the living room. What it is inch MDF that is cut into 3 different sizes. So it's inexpensive material, a small bit of invention to create that effect. Jan had a huge input in the house. She has a fantastic eye for colour. 9 times out of 10, we both agree on what's to go in, and that's what actually makes it interesting. I think that dynamic, it's healthy conversation. I've chosen this place as my favourite spot because it's got a fantastic view, it's got fantastic light. You're looking back down in the house, and that's why we love it. It's been a long 9 years, but definitely when you look back, you feel that all of that hard work has been worth it.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
Very interesting from the outside. It's a bungalow. Looks like it's been extended.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's quite sheltered on the approach to the front door.
And a lovely composition of materials because you've got the dry stone wall, the timber teak and the windows. Very nice.
Let's have a look.
Yes. Oh, wow. Nice big hall. Hey, look at this. And we're in a great living space. That curved wall works very well. Kind of draws you in.
In fact, you come in and you have a long line of sight right out to the back garden. I love to see that. When they were reconfiguring this bungalow, they thought about light, they thought about views, lots of detail.
That wall is great, isn't it? And it's such a simple thing to do. Just panels that have been cut, applied to the wall, and the whole thing has been painted, and you get such a drama from it.
You have this slatted wall behind you and the 3-dimensional element, which is brought in, as you say, on the wall, but even on the radiators. Mm-hmm. This person really understands detail and design and materials and how you assemble them to create this great backdrop. For me, I'd love to have seen just a little pop of colour, just to have lifted the room a little.
I think this is exactly what the homeowner wants. I don't think they want that vibrancy, as soon as you come through the front door. Very, very subtle, very restrained, very calming. Yeah, I think they've done it very well. Straight into the kitchen. Love how it's tucked around the corner as well.
What's lovely is the fact that they've gone for the same countertop finish as what they've gone on the walls. The sink is in the best position in this kitchen. When you're standing there, you're looking out through another room and that amazing view beyond.
And there's loads of interesting shapes going on out there, so that's where I want to go next. We knew there was a view, and what a view it is. I mean, just the sheer height that they have in here, lovely mezzanine level, loads of natural light, loads of glass pulling that view in, and just the shapes that they have in the ceiling. My eye is going everywhere. It's just a very interesting space to come into.
There was a real sense of wow. I mean, they really made the most of that new extension.
What I love is this connecting corridor between the extension and the old bungalow, and the fact that there are windows at either end. This is all about the owner's understanding of attention to detail.
Love the colour tone. And it's almost like a bit of nature from outside has been brought into the furniture and then contrasts really well against the lovely dining suite that we have over there.
Beautiful choice and selection of furniture. So a very nice feeling to this part of the house.
It's almost like you get a sense of an evening space in that front room, which is quite grey and quite subdued. And then you come into the new extension, which is filled with light.
This room is all about natural light. They've really thought about how to capture it, and it's all the better for it because it's so much brighter and airier in here. You really have to come out here to see what they've done. Big two-storey element, cuts into the building, bricks everything up with the canopies as well. Very, very interesting.
And the fact that the terrace goes the entire length and punches through the building is very dramatic.
I love to see something like this in the competition. It's brave, it's bold, and when you see it on the inside, you can see the impact that that has, and that's what I love about architecture.
Yeah, now here, look, their favourite spot. You couldn't pick a better one. This is nice.
From here, you can really understand the bold architecture, that monopitch roof which has allowed this space to be created. But what I really like about this balcony is the way it engages with the space downstairs.
It's a lovely moment in the house.
Very nice. What a great master bedroom. We're right at that point of the two-storey wedge that is so bold and part of the fabric of this building.
Particularly like the fact that they've gone for a low bed rather than a high bed, because it makes the room feel much bigger. And I'm delighted to see a carpet in here, because when you get out in the morning, there's nothing nicer than having your feet on something soft.
They've really put thought into the orientation, and they know where the sun comes up and sets. And what's great about this is you do get light from both sides. Very nice.
Well, I think that's what makes it quite special as well, isn't it? That they do capture the location of where they live and really bring that into the home.
Yeah.
The home will now be marked out of 10. 1 score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
This home features an extension to an existing bungalow that defies the conventional, and I love that this isn't your atypical box-like extension. Light, drama, function, and dynamism. I was impressed here. I give this home a 9.
Not only is this home full of surprises created by the architecture, it's a fantastic, functional and comfortable family home. I'm giving it an 8.
This was a home full of style and great detail. There was a lovely flow from room to room, and I liked the carefully and cleverly selected finishes.
17 years ago, interior designer Colette Ward and her husband reimagined a 1990s bungalow in County Wicklow.
What Marcus and I were looking for in a home was somewhere primarily with space that would accommodate our shared passion for horses, and also somewhere that really we could put our own stamp on. And what we liked about this house is where it was. It's quiet, yet we're very close to local villages. It's got it all. As an interior designer, I do really relish a challenge, and this house certainly was. What I saw that I could do with it was give each room its own character, to give it some spirit, give it some fun, give it some colour. My mantra as a designer is to follow your instinct, and that's what I've done with this home. I wanted lots of light at the back of the house. I wanted to feel when I was inside, I wasn't stuck indoors, that I could still feel I was part of the landscape. That was really, really important. How we altered the shape of the house from your very typical bungalow, we wanted to bring in this extension of the kitchen, so the flat roof just keeps that simple, and it gives slightly that glass house feeling to the back of the house. This home works for Marcus and I and the boys so well because everybody has their space, but we have this one room where we all come together. I've chosen this as my favourite spot. We have this beautiful views. In the evening when the fire's lit, we can sit here as a family, maybe watch a movie. It's really cosy. We love it. I think in creating this home, we wanted to have somewhere which was welcoming and not a showpiece, far from it. And nothing is done for any other purpose other than our own enjoyment. You can have a big gang around a table here. You can have a house full of people, and it just feels great.
Very nice dormer bungalow.
I love the colour palette, beige and then the green windows. It's really pretty.
It's a gorgeous setting. I'm really intrigued to see the inside though.
Shall we go? Oh, look at this. Goodness me.
Very nice, lovely presented hallway. And I just love the fact that wallpaper being used here because it's really making a comeback.
It's a bungalow. They've obviously gone up into the attic. You can see that with the staircase and the window up there as well, which is super because it pulls in that little bit of extra natural light.
Yeah, I love the wooden flooring. It's very warm and it sits really well against the wallpaper. Very welcoming.
Shall we go on?
Oh my goodness.
Very bold, very brave.
It's like the parlour room or the good room. Lovely furniture, fabrics, that pelmet, the cornice detailing, this beautiful mirror, all comes together and really is quite opulent.
I mean, the mustard colour they've gone for in this room is really quite dramatic. You get a sense the owner really has an understanding of textures and colours.
It's very busy in here. There's a lot going on. I have patterns in everything, in furniture, in the chair, on the sofa, and the leather chairs as well. Even in the carpet has a pattern. I would just like to see things just restrained a little bit more in here.
I just love it because I think there's a boldness and also an ability of the owner in the way they've brought this room together to make it very special. What a treat for the senses. You didn't know where to look. It was fantastic.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow, so
Nice.
bright.
Lovely open plan space with all that glazing, taking in that great view.
That's obviously the original back wall there. They've totally gotten rid of it. Glass extension goes on. It's just not one big piece of glass. It's got all the ribs in it, so it's kind of delicate.
What's really nice is that the timber floor that we had in the hall is being brought in through here, and a great big stove that adds a lot of character to the room.
Lovely linear kitchen, very practical. Lots of work surfaces, lovely dark granite. And the best part of the kitchen is the aga, which I just love. I'd really love one myself.
Great multifunctional device, gives off lots of heat as well.
I love the way they've made an enclosure for it because it makes it a real feature in the room. There's also real symmetry here in terms of the layout because it's in the middle. You have the kitchen either side. You've also got the island unit that's directly opposite, and everything aligns right up with the doors that go out to an amazing garden. They've really thought about that.
There was a very nice flow from the kitchen to the dining area and then onto the living room and then the rolling hills beyond. I mean, what a luxury.
Lovely little sitting room that they've carved out within this open plan room. It's their favourite spot as well. It's all about the view. This is probably the best place to sit and appreciate it.
There are lovely textures and colours in this area. I mean, the footstool has a fantastic print, nice little detailing on the end. And these lovely wooden armchairs with that fantastic upholstery on it. And it's all tied together by a great rug.
We're relying on the pendant to give light in this area, but I think it would have benefited from low-level lighting because it would have created a much more intimate atmosphere in the evening.
Yeah, I agree.
Does the fire not provide that nice ambient atmosphere now?
Well, it creates the ambience, but I think if you want to read a book, you're going to struggle. Look at this. This is great.
Very, very clever actually because we're up into the roof now, but feels very spacious. Bookcases, natural light. Yeah, very good.
I'm actually quite curious to see what's behind those doors.
Go on.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Ah, isn't that just such a beautiful, generous bedroom? Love the layout. I just like the simplicity of it.
They've resolved the shape up here very well because it can be quite a difficult thing to do with the roof, but it's lovely because you have a dormer each side.
Yeah, it's a very nice colour palette. You have the simple timber floors and the walls and the ceilings are all the same colour. You've got lovely furniture in the alcoves, but in particular, I just love those dark chest of drawers on either side of the bed.
The bed is just delicious. I love the colour tones, the textures, the crisp white linen. I have to say, I just love this bedroom. I think that's just beautiful. I loved the quaint setting of what appeared to be a modest bungalow. But inside there were some bold and very stylish moves made by the owner. A lovely family home. I'm going to give it an 8.
There's a unique and brave design style which the owners have created, especially in that front living room. This is a beautiful, functional and inviting home. I'm giving it an 8.
This family bungalow shows how a few small design changes can make all the difference to how you live every day in your home.
When Susan Gorman and Alan Ross bought an old railway building in County Wicklow, they undertook an ambitious renovation project to create their dream home.
It was advertised as an old railway building, a goods shed. When we got here, 4 stone walls, no roof, a little bit of a tree growing out. It was a big, big job. The train used to pull up against the back of the building, hence all of our home is at train level.
These buildings, there's several of them up and down the country. No one of them is the same.
We spent the guts of 8, 9 years, weekends, summer holidays, renovating, roofing, walls, the whole works together. Alan repointed a lot of the stonework. It's absolutely mad to think after 150 years is still as good as it was back then.
It's modern in parts on the inside. It really has creature comforts. It is a real bonus having these huge windows because even on a day like today, it's pretty dull. You're getting plenty of natural light in. It's fantastic.
The style of our home, it's relaxed and very comfortable. I can't put a name on it because it's what we like and we're both happy with it. Well, I've chosen the bathroom as my favourite spot. It's about the beautiful Victorian roll-top bath we purchased some 20 years ago. It's a wonderful place to spend some relaxing time, sunlight flooding in. I absolutely love it here. It was a good test in patience. It was a good test in...
A marriage.
A marriage? Oh, we're proud. We are.
Yeah, we are.
We're very proud.
We really have it the way we want it. You know?
Absolutely.
Very solid looking little building, isn't it? Tucked away into the landscape. Love the levels that are going on. Looks like a railway building.
It is a railway building. You can tell by the stonework, but in particular the eaves detail with that big overhang.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
I think it's great to live in old buildings because they, by their character, add to the style and the intimacy of the home, and that's what makes them unique.
Such a nice way to enter somebody's home, directly into the kitchen. What a first impression, actually, when you come in. Lovely big high ceilings. I mean, the windows, the sheer size of them, the detailing. Got an amazing view out the back. It's a lovely kitchen.
And great to see all the stonework and that lovely big timber beam. So a beautiful restoration and a very stylish start.
It's gorgeous. I mean, I actually think it's a romantic kitchen. And I think it's the choice of materials that they've gone for. You know, you've got the nice flagstones, the timber countertops just bring a huge amount of warmth to this room.
Yeah, I think the owners have thought about how to make a kitchen work within this building, and they've done it really sympathetically. It's just very, very nicely done.
Feels so appropriate for this house. And what I really love is the fact if I'm sitting at the dining room table and I'm in the kitchen, I have eye contact because in fact this area is 2 steps down. I think that's a very clever piece of design.
They'd gone for quite a traditional style kitchen, but it was very understated and it worked brilliantly.
The fact that you've got this lovely stone and then the simplicity of the table and chairs really work very well together. And the lighting creates a lovely mood and atmosphere in this space.
I really love the way they've put little slates into the wall to allow little candles to sit up there.
Yeah, that candlelight highlights all of the texture in that wall, which is amazing to see. It feels like its own little room. I think that's the lighting, you know, which is up at eye level. And in fact, that big plant as well, it all serves to make this feel like a different space. So I think the owner's been very clever here. Just beautiful, beautiful big window, lovely traditional shape, but you can see the depth of that cut stone that they have.
Absolutely. I'm assuming the train would have come through here and they would have stopped outside those windows.
What's great here is that you do have this terrace at the same level as the dining room, so you could just see yourself sitting out here, and then that lovely view back into the kitchen, just beautiful.
Just really warm feeling as soon as you come into this living room. It's great to see the respect that they've shown the building here because they had to put a ceiling in, but they've done that very well. They didn't interrupt the line of that brick arch, so really carving their head to the building here, and I think that's great.
Walking from that dining area into that gorgeous living room, they had treated it slightly differently. Lovely timber flooring, the nice curtaining on the windows, nice colour tones, lots of cushions, very comfortable.
What we have here is a very simple colour palette. So we have that light green on the walls, little bit of texture introduced by this wall, and white ceilings to which the owner has added lovely paintings, bits and pieces. And I personally would just love to move in here.
I think it's very relaxed, the way they've put the things together, and I think comfort is a big factor in that. I mean, even if you look at that sofa over there, and they've got the cream colour on the couch, the burnt orange, and then what is really a rug that
Yes.
they put on the back of the couch, which just works perfectly.
The only thing for me is I think there's one too many sofas in here. You have lovely double doors, you have an amazing garden, there's tons of seating. For me, that has to go.
Remove the couch. That was perfect. What a fantastic size of a bathroom. And even better, their favourite spot is in the bath. I just love that. And the fact you can lie there and look out that window.
The shower is tucked away around the corner, and they've gone for that luxurious mosaic, which just brings a bit of oomph to the bathroom.
Very nice.
The owners here really understand what complements the building. Just the way they've detailed it, it's just been thought about. And that's very important when you're restoring a building.
Very, very nice master bedroom. It's all about that window with the arch. Such a big feature as soon as you come in.
The colour palette that we see up here is different, but the tone and the attention to detail we've seen downstairs is up in this room.
It's just incredibly tastefully done. I mean, look at the bed, the way it's made up. Lovely linen. Then you've got the wool, and then you've got the cotton with the stitching on it. The combination is really, really brilliantly put together, and it just works in this room. For me, I call it the icing on the cake. There's a timeless quality to this home and the way they've approached it, and it's consistent throughout as well.
This home feels like it's been here forever and it hasn't lost any of that old railway charm. It's the owner's belief that they can make this work that I admire the most. They've been rewarded for that commitment with a truly unique home. I'm giving it an 8.
There was consistency throughout, a real sense of comfort and relaxation. I adored the timeless quality I experienced going through this home. I loved it, and I'm delighted to give it a 10.
What I love about this home is the feeling you get when you're in it. It's like being with a friend. It's just full of enjoyment.
Now that the judges have viewed all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Deirdre tells us what she gave the architectural home in Cork.
I loved the fact that it was an old bungalow, that they'd extended at the front and the back. There was this really warm and cosy living area, and there was a lovely flow then into that amazing double-height living space. Thought it was a super family home, and I gave it an 8.
That's a 9 and 2 8s, 25. We're off to a flying start.
Next, Declan reveals his score for the bungalow in Wicklow.
What I particularly loved is how the homeowner made 1 or 2 small modifications to radically transform it in terms of how they live in it. It was a little bit busy for me in places. I give this home a 7.
I think it deserved better.
That's 2 8s and a 7, 23.
And finally, Hugh gives his score for the railway building.
This was a great restoration, and then to cap it all, a real understanding of finishes, style, materials, texture. This was a great home for me, and I gave it a 9.
That makes sense for you, Hugh.
Excellent score.
8, 9 and a 10, 27. We have our winner.
So our penultimate home through to the final is the railway building in County Wicklow.
I am delighted that this really special home has made it to the final. Spectacular.
The style and panache that the owners used in the restoration, just thrilled.
Absolutely unique. I'm delighted it's one of our 7 finalists.
Next week, the search continues for Home of the Year.